It's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. Welcome to my upstairs fifth wheel. And we got Tilly, boop boop be doo, Tilly, and Georgie. They're taking their afternoon nap. It's probably 1:30 in the afternoon. Yes, I haven't gotten dolled up for myself. But I thought, I was working with this MJ Off the Hook time. What is it called again? I just had the ball band. It's a number 3 light anti-pilling DK Timeless Tones by MJ Off the Hook. You can get it at Mary Maxim. But look what's happening. I've got, I had to cut it. So I busted out the ball winder, one of the two. And I have not picked up in here yet since the haul. I was going to go out to my room and I just don't know where to start. I need to go get some containers up at Dad's. I may have to buy some. I want to get some clear ones. I think I might end up going to Walmart today. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Tiff just got back from work. She works one weekend out of the month, if there's patience. I'm gonna have to use this yarn on those. I don't even know what they're called anymore. I forgot. You put the yarn on a stick and it magnetized to a thing. We're gonna have to use the outside or use my Michaels. I have a Michaels stand that you can use the yarn and pull from the outside. But look at this. This is awful, y'all. I got a wad of yarn here. And it needs to go back in the ball because it's getting caught. Let's see if I can get it in there. But I messed this ball up. I mean, it should pull out, right? But it's not. I've noticed, oh my gosh. What did I do? Fixing to cut it. Let's see if I can get that in there. Yeah, it's not working. It keeps getting caught on itself. Y'all, what is up? This yarn is a hot mess. I went through the first skein and the first skein was fine. So I'm gonna do this because I got a basket there it can roll around in. It's working for the moment, but okay. I've had a few questions. Nobody's listening to my video. We're gonna have a Q&A, okay, and answer questions all about Boggy. 2 main questions, and they're the only ones I can really answer, is yes, there's gonna be a pattern. I've said that several times. It's gonna be a free pattern. And yes, there will be a tutorial. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but they're working on a tutorial. I think it's pretty much done. We're waiting for approvals on some stuff, but that's about it. But I don't want to answer a lot of questions because, like earlier on, I said that we were gonna collect blankets for Boggy, and we're not. Not right now. It's driving me crazy, y'all. This is insane. The yarn doesn't pull out from the inside. It's all knotted. And I don't know what happened to this yarn, but I've noticed more and more skeins of yarn are getting like this, and I don't understand it. Something's changed in the way they wind stuff up, I think. I may be wrong. Just want to get this piece away from what's left of this ball, and then I'll wind this up and untangle it in a little bit. I just want to But yeah, I've answered a couple questions incorrectly. So the only two that I can answer is yes, there will be a tutorial, and yes, there will be a pattern. Of course there'll be a pattern. And that is all being worked on. But yeah, I'll be glad when the tutorial's out, because I don't do well with patterns either, guys. This is terrible what this yarn has done. It's made me mad. I should be able to pull center. This table's, it's one of those tables that you slide under a couch and sit at. And it was gifted to me. Let's see if I can get the rest of this now that I've cut it off. Just don't understand why it would be so tangled. Hopefully it's not tangled, it's just messy, you know what I mean? There's a knot here. And there's an end. I might have cut that. But yeah, there's a knot. Dang it. I can't get it out. I did. I got it. A little knot right there on the end. Before I connect it, let me get this untangled. This is awful. But I can't waste the yarn. I think I only got 5 whites, 4 or 5. I was just watching Krista, the Secret Yarnery. She's got that new puppy. He's about got her trained. I don't feel alone. I think the older we get, the more attached we get. I don't know. I mean, I watched when she got those 2 bulldogs, and it's like, does she still have them, or they've graduated to yard dogs? I don't even know if she still has them, or at least she might have one of them. I think. I don't know if she has both of them. When I started doing Boggy, I stopped following a lot of people because I was busy, you know. But, you know, her, and she was one of my teachers. But she's making dog clothes. Again, I don't feel alone. I know that feeling. You want to dress them up. They're so daggum cute. And you have the ability to do that, you know. It's just like, I can buy winter coats for my dogs, but I'd rather make them. And I know not all of my subscribers are animal people, but I'm determined to make you animal people. but I thought it was cute. She says, okay, it's playtime. Let's play with Chewy. His name's Chewy. I think that's a cute name for such a little dog. There's a big brown, it looks like a Saint Bernard, but he's brown and black. His name is Chewy. He's adorable. And he loves his grandma. He doesn't want to leave grandma's house. I think that's so funny. I think we may have got it, Scotty. By George. Okay, and the rest of it's attached to my project in Chile. I know, I gotta work on the bear. I've just been doing other stuff, and I have several things done. I gotta finish the head. It looks like Nina's finished her head. Okay, where's my hook? This is so annoying. I have 2 of these about 10 minutes ago, and I can't find the second one. I think this is the third one. I picked up the other 2, and I've done several things since I picked them up. My dad didn't come by here at his normal time, but his dogs were out here, and it made me worry. Like, where is he? I went up to the house. He's not at the house. He's on his side-by-side. Well, anyway, so I went out back. I found him. He was messing with the goats and the chickens, and he's looking for a new area to burn, a new burn area, and it's over here. It's closer to me, actually. So Reed cleared out the burn pile and flattened it out, so it was too close to the house anyways. I was surprised that Dad put it that close to the house. So I think I'm gonna pull this yarn from the outside, the rest of it. I'm gonna go get my little spindles and bring them in here, and yeah. I'm debating if I should use the other colors. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna do a ribbing on, I'm gonna make a ribbing collar for this. But yeah. Debate. I think I'm gonna make it red, white, and blue. I know 4th of July's over, but I don't know. I feel the need to do that. And I'm gonna use the reply, because I already determined these 2 yarns would work well together. So it is a repeat. Actually, it could be a 6-row repeat. I did 2 rows of double crochet here, but this was the first row, but I don't think I'm going to do that across. I'm just going to do a 5-row repeat, which is double crochet, and then the second row starts out with 3 double crochet, skip 2, chain 3, and double crochet in the third, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochet, and then skip 2 and chain 3 and double crochet in the third, 3 double crochet alternating, 3, skip, 6, skip, 3, skip, 6, you know what I mean? So we have these little windows every 3 and every 6. And then the next row I did single crochets all the way across. And then the next row I did V-stitches. And then I did V-stitches in I skipped every 2 stitch. So the V-stitch, I did a single crochet, then I skipped 2 V-stitch, skipped 2 V-stitch, skipped 2 V-stitch. I did that all the way across. Then I chained 2 or 3 and then did a cluster of 3 double crochet, skip 1. Well, I just did 3 double crochet in every V-stitch. And then start back over, single crochet, double crochet all the way down. And then you start the 3 and do the window, 6, the window, 3, the window, 6, the window. Yeah. And then single crochet, V-stitch, and granny clusters of 3. Here's one I only did 2. I made a boo-boo as I was talking, but that's what I'm doing. And it's the top of the shirt, doing the sleeve, but I think I'm gonna make 2 panels. No, I'm gonna make 2 panels, and I'm gonna do it in I think I just changed it right in front of y'all. And it's a DK. I'm wanting to try wearables in a thinner yarn. So, where's that reply? I have it in a box ready to ship out to the yarn room. Hang on. Oh, I might have already put it away. Yeah, I put it away. Yep. And I know I've got that sweater I gotta finish. It's in the closet here. Alright. And I think I have it perfected the way I want it. It might be end up a 6-row repeat. No. I'm going to keep it a 5-row repeat. 2 hours later. No, it's been about an hour later. It's starting to thunder, and I put the thunder sweaters on the girls. Tilly, this is like your thunder sweater? She loves to dress up. So does Georgie. So, she's so pretty. Georgie's always pretty. Anyway, out to my room. Oh, come on. Yesterday you stayed just fine. Okay, this is my bracket, and this is what's loose. This here. It's got 2 screws. How does 2 screws get loose? Just sitting there. Got my drill gun. And then I have this gadget here. It comes with it. Look. Yeah, pull it back like a syringe, pop that in there, and it stays. And then you can change out the bits all day long. Just keep that in there, you know. See, and it won't come out. Might be stripped. Okay. So it's not gonna move. Okay. Uh-oh, what fell? Oh, it's this thing. I need to get a zip tie and zip tie it in. That's what Dad did last time. He zip tied this in with one of my other, with this one. These things, they're not made to be undone and done and undone and done. They end up falling apart. But my dad put a Ziploc I need like a little spring, and I found one, but it's in the other building. It's not in here. No, it's not in here. I got everything organized in boxes. Imagine that. Dad helped me. We spent about 2 hours organizing screws. We got a screw box and for bolts and nuts and washers and all kinds of stuff. So, and I found a little, it's like a little ring. I forgot what they're called, but it pops on. It like stretches. It'll go on, stretch, and then once it gets on, it'll kind of close up, and it'll hold this thing on here. And I don't know what it's called. I don't want to go back outside. So, anyways, I'm going to tighten up all these screws a little bit. I think I'm going to go get my parts box and put that little spring on. But I don't have a needle nose pliers. I need to buy some needle nose pliers. I want to buy a set of tools, just the specific like pliers, needle nose, cutters. I mean, I have this, and I got bigger ones, okay, but I don't have small ones. And I bought that to go in my boat a long time ago. We have a bunch at the house, but I'm not going to take any tools. I'll get in trouble. Not that I'm worried about it, but I am not a pot stirrer, so I don't want to be anyways. Let me go get my my little thingy, majiggy. I'll be right back. I keep doing that. Hey y'all, I'm all over the place. Isn't that pretty? Dad's getting rid of it. He spent a lot of money putting those poles, putting concrete in the ground, but the pipe's bent with the wind. So, anyway. I am putting together big twist yarn in my shelves in here. I like having some yarn in here, and I've chose to use the big twist rainbow. So let's see. Me and Dad put this together. I don't have it. I thought I had one. Could have sworn I saw one. What could I do? This big twist is old big twist. And the colorway is medium rose. I made this mess. So the yarn that I purchased, it's not going in the yarn room. It's going in here. Some purple. This is like a grape. Dark teal. This is teal. is, say, and this is Diva. It's like a hot pink red. And I think I'm going to make a cubby all on its own with red. Y'all, I need to give these to Mom. They'd fit somebody at the house. They might fit Tilly. I don't know. I have to go through that. The next thing I have is I have all this cotton. I wanted to keep it in here, but maybe not. I'll put it in the other cubby. I got a mess, and I'm trying to think of what. I have big bags. I need to go over to Dad's shop and get some Tupperware containers. We're gonna take a ride, and I'm gonna bring my iPad with me. I gotta go to the. I cooked the ribs yesterday and the juices and stuff. I can't pour it out in the woods because Georgie will go over there and lick it. So, and I've tried to hide stuff from him before. I can't do that. So I've got it in a Ziploc baggie, and then I got a little Tupperware disposable. You know, those little black, they're cheap, Dollar Tree. Send somebody home with a dish, you know. Anyways, I got it in that, and then I put it in a bag. Looking for a pair of shoes. Anyways, I'm taking it out to the dump, or to the garbage can, out to the road. Woo! But come on, guys, let's go for a ride. Let's go to Grandpa's. See my flower pots? They look good. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'll turn you around. Hold on. Let me put this in the bed of my motorcycle. Okay, it stopped raining. It didn't monsoon like I thought it would. All right, let me turn you around. Bringing you outside to see. Look at the grass, y'all. It's growing. There's some weeds, but it's growing. We just planted some more grass seed right there yesterday. That's gonna be concrete, so we didn't waste grass seed on that. But that real expensive grass seed, that's it. That was planted like, what? You guys remember when I planted it? Several weeks ago, over a month ago. But yeah. So the rest of this grass is just grass that's, when we mow, we make sure the seeds are blowing this way. See all the, these seeds here? Yeah. So, but anyways, transplanted those. The flowers all died yesterday because I transplanted it. But this is beautiful when it's covered in buds. So hopefully this is the last time I move them. But this pot is deep, so the vines will come down. Some people say they look like weeds. I love this plant. Jan has her whole house yard covered in them. But look, we got some baby buds. Look at your little buds. So I'm gonna put the dead flowers in a paper bag. I planted the new seeds. I can't think of the name of them. Oh my God. But anyways, yep. And so I moved this. Dad's tomatoes were in there. I got one more to move right there. That tomato plant's in a pot. You see where it was, right there. So, and I stole the dirt. This is the peacock's pen. So, but yeah, I'm gonna move this other white one over here somewhere. Thought about moving it in front of this, this is so ugly. I don't know what to do about it, you know? And behind the building is a slab. This used to all be kennels, but here's the trailer, my air conditioning unit. Those are oak trees. They're still alive. They fell over, but the big trailer Dad's got up at the house, and that's my trailer. I'd like to fix it up, you know, to take my bike somewhere maybe one day if I start doing stuff again. So, Tilly. What's it doing, Mommy? Huh? Oh, but you see the dirt out there? That was the burn pile way out there in the field. Right there. We're not going to use it as a burn pile anymore. The new burn pile, and we just burned paper, is right there. Right there. Dad wanted to burn, I guess, that tree. I don't know, but that's where the new burn pile is. It's in a gully. So, yeah. I don't know why I came out here. We were going to go to the dump. We're going to go to Grandma's, but what else for work? Oh, I'm going to look for, what are they called? Tubs to put yarn in. Hold on. We're going to go to Grandpa's and show him your pretty Thunder Twetters, huh? We want to go see if Eddie's wearing his. And Grandma wants the rest of my potato. Okay. I got these two to put together. Shay's gonna help me do that. This thing is full of, I think, containers, bag containers.